Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Life After Kids with Doctors Brooke and Lynne. I'm Dr. Brooke.
I'm Dr. Lynne.
And we're so glad you're here.
We are. We are talking about posture today.
Sit up straight.
As we sit up taller.
Yeah, posture. This is a big and important topic because I think we all know, and I've shared posts about this, we know people in our lives, or we see people that are elderly that are, the forward head posture, the rounding, the shuffling, and that's not where we want to end up. Yeah,
we're talking about those things today because we want to avoid that, right?
Right.
What can we do to not go on that trajectory?
Yeah, and I think it's easy for us to say, I don't even want to think about that. I'm not there. I'm not, I'm not aging. I'm not this, I'm not that. But the truth is, everything you do today is setting you up for what you're going to be like in 20, 30, 40 years down the road.
Yeah.
And that's why this conversation is so
important.
important.
Need to live in this body for, most of us want to go 100 years, 105 years, as long as we can,
As long as
basically.
God is gracing us with.
Absolutely. And so we do really need to give a lot of attention to our core. And we're used to thinking of our core as our horizontal core, but there's also our vertical core.
Yeah.
Those are the structures that hold us up and help us to be, with that longevity piece around the musculoskeletal system.
Yeah, and it's so important to support that, your frame, your musculoskeletal system, your muscles that support that to keep you upright.
Yeah, so there's a couple of really practical things that we do to engage in that. Obviously, this is our specialty. It's a lot in our training. And we just wanted to share those things with you because we often say, and I love this analogy, if our spine was on the outside, kind of like our teeth, how we all send our kids to the dentist, the orthodontist to get the braces to keep the teeth straight. If our spine was on the outside of our body, we would all be investing the time that it took.
If we saw it. Yeah.
And we knew.
And what's going on inside is just as important as what we're seeing on the outside.
Oh, or more so.
Yeah, that's so true.
And we also know that our spine, or you may not know, so we'll let you in on that your spine protects your nervous system, and your nervous system is literally how you live out your day-to-day moments, every second, every piece of whether it's a fly that lands on you or something that's happening digestively, your nervous system is processing all that information. It goes up to your brain to be integrated, and then your musculoskeletal system is what can relate that to a response that your body needs to keep it alive.
Yeah, right. So posture is important on obviously many levels, just as you said. Let's talk about a couple of things that we do that will support good posture. For me, I like a foam roller, and I've shared this on social media feeds. If you want to see a video of me doing it, you can find that on Facebook and Instagram. But basically, I like to lay on the foam roller with it vertical, so I'm going to make sure that my head is supported and my pelvis. Knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and I just lean over it and open up my shoulders and breathe there. I also go up and down with my arms, but even if you just lay and let your shoulders kind of fall open around it, it's just so amazing for, we spend so much time at a desk and on our phone and on our computer that we're all, it's text neck is what it's medically called, and we're all getting too far forward. So this will open you up and sort of revert that. And, the key thing there is, you may not know this, but when you're in a posture that's more forward like this, and it doesn't have to be this exaggerated, it could just be from being at your phone and your head is forward and your shoulders are more rounded, you're in a state of flexion. That's what that is
called.
And when you're in a state of flexion, your nervous system is in a state of stress, right? And when we take ourselves out of that state of flexion and go into an extension with exercises like a foam roller, we're bringing our body back into a state of calm, our nervous system into a state of calm, which is huge. Like for me, who deals with anxiety and, wanting to stay in that fight or flight mode, doing that simple exercise like that brings me out of that fight or flight is huge.
Yeah, it's kind of like the gas pedal would be that, the flexion where your body's in a state of stress and it's just revved up, versus an extension.
Sure.
Getting your body back into that place of growth and repair.
Absolutely.
By switching out, switching in that nervous system.
That's right. Yeah.
Great. So, a tip for me is obviously to, be consulting with health professionals. So this is a time in your life where we talk about self-care, and many of us have a little bit more time to do that. We have a little bit more resources to do that. If you have signs and symptoms from your body, coming from either your back or aches or pains, things that have been going on for a while, pain that comes and goes is okay, but pain that persists is something that your body is trying to tell you there's a warning sign going on. So go see your trusted health professional, your chiropractor, your massage therapist, kinesiologist, whoever it is, your maybe functional medicine doctor or naturopath, whoever it is that you trust with your health, and take care of those things, and get some really good solid advice on how to take care of your core and your framework.
And then I can share the forward head posture and the fingertips to the chin.
Yes, that's a
so
great
important.
stretch. Very simple. So we are it's called cervical retraction, and talking about the text neck and leaning forward and how so much of our activity takes us forward in flexion. We want to counteract that by doing the foam rollers, a great extension exercise for upper back and lower back, but we need to do that for our neck as well. So we're going to take our chin. You kind of get a double chin. I know a lot of women don't like to do this.
Don't watch that right now.
But if you see that double chin, it means you're doing it right. And so you're just kind of pulling your head back, almost like somebody's pulling your ears and just pulling them straight back, parallel to the floor. And you're using your small muscles in the upper neck to do that. And it helps so much to bring the head back over the ears. And that's ideally where you want to do that. If you were to look at yourself from the side, you'd want to draw a line from your ear.
That's right.
To your shoulder, the middle of your shoulder, middle of your hip, and the middle of your ankle. And if you can, stand in that posture and feel that, get a sense of what that feels like, that is normal neutral posture.
Yeah, and it's so great. And that will help to relieve upper back tension. It can relieve often, headaches if they're going on here. It's a very
It doesn't seem like much, but it's a very
simple.
powerful
Once
stretch.
again, the simple things.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, but I think the key here as we wrap is guys, we get to choose what these next years. I mean, things happen. There are a lot of things that are out of our control, but there are plenty of things that are in our control. So we don't necessarily want to blame bad genes or bad luck or whatever it is, because we can choose what this next stage of our life is going to look like if we're proactive and we take the proper steps.
Yeah, our choices that we make every day are going to be what determines our outcome in 40, 50 years. And genes are out of our control, but they might load the gun. It's our lifestyle that pulls the trigger.
Yeah, so true.
And so we do have control in that realm. And so make good choices, and keep that spine and that framework in mind, because it is really a huge part of your overall body's function and keeping everything running. It's all intertwined, as we know. The design of the body, the human body, is just amazing.
That's right. And we only get one. We only get one body, so we need to take care of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for joining this conversation. We're so glad that you're here with us. Make sure you're subscribing to get these episodes delivered directly to your inbox every Sunday night by joining the conversation on our website, www.lifeafterkids.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Anything else?
No, just thanks so much for all the encouragement and likes and the comments that you've given us. When you engage with us, that helps us to know the information to bring to you and what you want more of. So keep giving us that feedback. We really appreciate it. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, we do. All right, guys. Have a good one.